Great to be here. My name's Shannon, and I'm happy all are here. This is our world premiere right now of our new explainer video. So with no further ado, roll it.
The software industry is at a crossroads. There aren't enough reliable software engineers to meet demand. Onboarding costs are through the roof, and deadlines are always slipping. Welcome to the new era of software development. Codevalet isn't just another code completion assistant. It's a digital software engineer, working as a member of your team to plan, write, debug, and deploy code. It's LLM agnostic, continuously learning and adapting to your code base. It operates with patent-pending technology, delivering comprehensive development plans and accurate executable code 24/7. With a digital software engineer that is able to scale infinitely, timelines and bandwidth are no longer the restraints. It's time to reimagine how you ship software. Picture this. Your team just lost a key developer and you need to add 3 new features to a complex Python codebase. The deadline is tight and your team is swamped. Enter Codevalet. First, it establishes ground truths and clarifies requirements with your architects. Then, it develops a high-precision plan for your review. Once approved, Codevalet writes, tests, and deploys your code, mimicking a human engineer. The bottom line is clear. Ship new features faster and outpace your competition. There are many AI-powered coding assistants out there, but there is only one AI software engineer delivering accurate, executable code with enterprise-grade security, such as isolated environments and on-prem deployment. Ready to 10x your development team's productivity? Schedule a personalized demo or start a pilot program today.
Thank you very much, Sean and team, for producing this awesome explainer video for us. My name's Shannon Smith. I'm CEO and co-founder of Codevalet, your AI software engineer. We're empowering software to create software and accelerating the deployment and development of software and accelerating that entire process. Globally, there's a shortage of software developers. Projects around the world are being delayed. This problem is accentuated by the fact that this AI transformation that's happened over the last few years has really driven the demand for Python in particular. And there's just not enough AI class Python developers out there. There was a stat that I read recently that said there's $8.4 trillion of company revenue at risk if businesses don't get the software they need to close the business. Introducing Codevalet, our patent-pending AI software engineer that acts as a trusted member of your development team, that understands your requirements, works with your team, builds a software development plan, and writes accurate executable code. We're a month from MVP, which is writing accurate and executable code. Today we support Python, but we'll be adding numerous other languages over the next year to 2, up to 20 languages. We are not another coding assistant. There's a lot of coding assistants out there. We're an actual coder. We've taken a biomimetic process of digitizing a human software developer, and that process looks a little bit like we start like a human would. We look at the code base to start before we do any work, right? We learn the code base that we're going to work on. We ingest it, we grok it, we build models from it, we fine-tune those models, and then we start talking with the senior technical staff, with the senior developers, with the software architects, with the product engineers, and we clarify all their feature requests so that things are clearly understood, and then we help define the requirements as part of the team. Once all the requirements are defined, then we generate a detailed software development plan, which your whole team and project managers and product folks can all look at and approve. And once that's approved, Then Codevalet writes the accurate executable code and then tests it, debugs it, and deploys it as part of your team. And with each product iteration, Codevalet customizes and learns and improves itself. So it learns your architect's documentation style preference and architectures and frameworks that you like to use, and it gets better with each iteration. So it's really an asset that gains value over time for your company, and it doesn't quit. And it's when it's not busy, it's not costing you money. Software, as Mark Andreessen pointed out over a decade ago, did eat the world. Last year, it was over a $600 billion market, and it's on its way to being a $1 trillion market soon. Generative AI is in a hypergrowth mode, as we all know, and supposed to grow 10x in that same time period. And the Gen AI meets software development subsegment is one of the fastest growing segments in technology history, with an annual growth rate of almost 100% between now and 2027 a year. And within all of this, Python is the fastest growing language today in the world. We believe we can generate over $200 million by 2027 in ARR and continue growing that. Our initial go-to-market is taking this to enterprises and deploying it in a way that's private and secure, whether it's in their private cloud or on-premise or even air-gapped. We're going to be our launch customers are that we're talking with right now, that Elastic has said they want to be first hands-on with this. AB InBev has numerous AI projects around the world stalled because they can't develop enough Python to finish the projects. And NVIDIA themselves has expressed strong interest, who's a partner of ours, but as a customer to do a paid pilot with us as well. And we have a number of other clients that we're signing up. And the idea is that we'll start with a 2 to 3 month paid pilot program, which then could convert into an enterprise license for these customers. And then we'll also be rolling this out with consulting companies who'll be our code concierge partners. So if your company doesn't have senior architects available, you can rely on one of our certified consulting partners to deliver this as a white glove service. And then eventually, early next year, we'll roll this out as a public SaaS and also through cloud marketplaces. The financial projections are bullish. We're looking to generate nearly $1 million in revenue this year, and within 2 years, exceeding 100 million, and then on our way towards $1 billion in 5 years. We have an amazing team. I've been doing deep tech startups for a very long time, and I have to say this is truly the opportunity of a lifetime. We are changing the industry. The industry, everything we do in our lives is run by software, and it underpins all of the technology that we use, and we're now automating that process and accelerating it. Our founder's in Montreal. He's a brilliant engineer and founder. This is his third startup. I'm honored to be working with him, and we've brought a really great team together between investors and advisors and employees. We've got a community of 50 people all charging forward on this mission. There's a lot of coding assistants out there in the market, of course, led by Microsoft's GitHub Copilot, but we're not a coding assistant. We're an AI software engineer. Magic, Poolside, and Cognition Labs, who's making Devon, are 3 companies that we do recognize as direct future competitors, but no one has released a product yet, and so this is still a green field. But it is actually the hottest market segment in technology history from a valuation standpoint. 3 of our competitors are already unicorns. None of them have product in market. So we're seeing some crazy valuations here, but it's really not that crazy, because even when the AI bubble bursts, everyone's still going to need software, and it's going to continue growing. We've successfully closed and oversubscribed 2 notes this year. And now we've opened a bridge note for $2 million with a 20% discount. We're actively meeting, though, with VCs right now. We met with one yesterday. We're meeting with a couple more next week. Met with one last week. And so we're actively seeking a term sheet for an equity round. So this bridge note is a last-time opportunity for angels to get involved and family offices and join us and on this exciting mission to redefine the software development industry. Thank you so much for your time.